ke Biafra me. Na meheranyi onuzo ke Biafra me. Meheranyi onuzo ke Biafra me. Tell me what we do, everybody want to kill us. They want to take what belongs to us. Try. We they love our neighbors, so we they love ourselves too. So it is written in the holy book. Try. You find a channel, na meranyi biko kodo onyolu welu monu aya na meranyi no onyolu welu monu onyo chai chukwu kikele anyị na bogi bia nyela nyago. The time is now, we want to go. Remember your promises. Na me onuzo ke Biafra me rani onuzo ke Biafra me. Na me rani onuzo ke Biafra me rani onuzo ke Biafra me. Ndi romara anyị gburugburu anachi wepụ ndụ anyị n'ike. Shata. Oh, they are holding our lead. Mazinambika. Now is Prime Minister. Mazin Simonim. We shall rise and defend our land. The land of rising sun is our hope. Yogi bikonu sitende muziki kame iwele
All right, ụtụtụ ọma ụmụchukwu, ụtụtụ ọma ndị ọma, ụtụtụ ọma ndị ihe ọma na-amasị. Let me quickly pin this link. Yes, because I want to know if there's anybody thinking the way I'm thinking this morning. I want to know if everybody is as smart as I believe I am this morning. And meanwhile, I felt the warm fellowship with our Prime Minister yesterday. A very fantastic fellowship I had with my Prime Minister yesterday. And the glorious return of our Prime Minister is going to send a shock wave across the zoo. Because I know if my Prime Minister was out now, he doesn't do broadcast or analysis anymore. But this one, I am sure he would have done analysis. And I don't know if I can try a bit this morning. And maybe some people that understand the way our Prime Minister reasons can join me also this morning. I've pinned the link there. And actually, our Prime Minister was very, very confident. And then his tweets, by the grace of COUP IBB, will soon start flying. And we are going to enjoy the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. Yes. So all these distractions will be, a thing of the past. My name is Raphael Chamaka Jere, also known as Pastor Van Van Van. By the grace of God, I am Deputy Minister of Communications, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. And I also double as the armor bearer of the Prime Minister. I am. Proudly I am. Thank you so much for joining me. It's a full house this morning, and everyone is here. Ayole is here. Lolo Ego Yibo is here. My beloved Helen is here. Onyi 2024 is here. Isaac Success is here. Lolo Ego Yibo is here. Hey, Chineke Meremebere. Eukeria Iwanyang is here. Kachi E is here. Chika Benson is here. Kingsley Olisanonso is here. Emmanuel Gentle Biafra is here. Irene He is here. Emmanuel Chibike is here. Alaro Sefiu is here. Elua Jonathan is here. Karuma Girl is here. For Madu Jeremiah is here. Don SEO is here. William Elu is here. And I also have my own beloved Aderele Lekon. Aderele Lekon is here. Aderele, I'm sorry. The donation, I couldn't announce it on stage, but I did announce it behind in the room, in the strong room. I did announce your contribution for the last fundraising. Thank you so very much, beloved brother. Jude Dino is here. Thank you so very much, Omo Chineke. It's a full house this morning. Fumi Crossing is here. Anya is here. Bennett Onwara is here. Samuel Otoyo is here. And we move. Today, we are seeing a lot of blogs, a lot of people, a lot of newsrooms. In fact, the news now is IBB book. IBB book. IBB said it was not an Igbo coup. IBB said Abiola won the election. IBB admitted to so many things, and everybody is happy. Ohaneze ndị Igbo mapụta. Wonder, well, I'm going to play the video from The Very Dark Man. Now, before IBB Amapota, Mazin Namdekan have already established that going forward, he will sue anybody that will come out and say that the 1966 coup was an Igbo coup, that he was ready to sue anybody. So he established that fact. And we all know, and they all know, it was not an Igbo coup. But the funny thing is that we are not being hated because of the Igbo presumed or alleged Igbo coup. We're not being hated because of that. We're hated because of who we are, because of our inherent abilities, because of our blessings, the blessings that Chukwukabiyam have given to us, both as humans and both on our land. That's why we're hated. And the determination to hate us was the reason why they tagged that coup, Igbo coup. And we are not going to allow anybody to distract us with the story of it is not an Igbo coup. So that you will not be saying, they have remembered us. Hey, they should apologize to us. Hey, yes, they should come. They should admit that they wronged us. It is too late. No, that's not what we're looking for. We have already moved on. We have moved on. Because we know that every effort we made to prove our innocence, to prove our, loyalty, to want to make Nigeria one, every effort was just thrown to the dustbin. And our lives were wasted because of it. So those of you that are bemoaning the misery, hey, so they know it is not an Igbo coup. IBB have accepted it. And they did all these things to us. They must come and apologize. Hey, they must come and apologize. Oh, hey, they must come and apologize. So it was not an Igbo coup. Hey. That them come and apologize. Come on, stop that nonsense. Rubbish. We have moved on. We don't care what they admit or what they don't admit. We don't care. Biafrans have gone to the polls and they have done a referendum. We have moved on. So when we are going to visit this, if there is need for us to visit all the atrocities, when we have established our nation and we have been able to establish our borders and secured our borders, then we will look at Nigeria and chook our hand in their eye and tell them, look, all those things you did and thought you got away with it, No, you did not get away with it. You didn't. But for now, anybody you see coming to mount camera and tell, yes, Nigeria have admitted we are free, we have been vindicated. We were vindicated on the polls where Biafrans, over almost 60 million Biafrans, voted in a self-referendum and decided to tell Nigeria, ciao, ciao, bye-bye. Your Igbo coup, your Wolowo coup, whatever coup, go and coup yourself. We don't bloody care. We don't care. They will pay us, they will pay us 100 billion. They will pay us. The man that admitted it was not an Igbo coup, the man that admitted that Abiola won the election, the same Nigerians gathered and gave him money. They gave him money in billions because he wrote a book to admit what you and I know was already true. And they gave him money. And you all are, hey, it was not an Igbo coup. Thank God, oh, hey. Some of you are crying, hey, our people died, oh, Chineke, oh. No, now they are not admitting it. This is a trap. And some of you are already falling into it. Yes, now. You want to fall into it so that you will now be busy talking about it was not an Igbo coup. Who cares? Even if it was an Igbo coup, who cares? It's not an Igbo coup. We have moved on because what they did. Do you know what they call the pogrom? The pogrom. Do you know what they call wet here in Lagos? Anywhere they see Igbo man, they pour them acid. Anywhere they see Igbo man, they cut them down. Everywhere in Nigeria, Igbos were all endangered species. Everywhere. And then you're coming now to say they have admitted. And so what? They admitted. What should we do? So if they admitted now, we should now wait in Nigeria again and wait to see whether they will pay us 100 billion, I mean 1 trillion, I mean 10 trillion that Ohaneze Ndoshi Nandama have said they are asking for. I know somebody is in my room already. Now, Smart, let me quickly bring him in while I will go and bring the video from a very dark man. Now, there's so many people that have made comments about it. But do you know one funny thing? Those that know that the hate will continue, even if they pay you money. Even if they give you money, the hate must continue. The hate for Igbo. You are not going to be vindicated and be allowed to enjoy in Nigeria. They will still target you. They will still exterminate you. They will still eliminate you. Then you must know that we have made up our mind. The network of that umbrella was bad. We have made up our mind that we've had enough. We've had enough. So everybody, even those that have not been talking about Biafra before, those that didn't want to ever talk about Biafra before, now they gave them opportunity. Oh yeah, come and promote. Come and promote. Tell them, yes. Where Igbos have been vindicated. Yeah. It now becomes a pity party. A pity party for Ndi Igbo. A pity party. It is no longer Ndi Igbo business. It is now a Biafra business. Anytime they are telling you it was not an Igbo coup, tell them, sorry, we have passed that stage. We're no longer talking about Igbo. We're talking about Biafra. We are no longer talking about Igbo. We are now talking about Biafra. And Biafra is not only Igbo. Biafra have Efik, Igodo, Ejo. So you understand? So when they tell you Igbo coup, it was not an Igbo coup, it was an Igbo coup. They are talking about Igbo. And when last did you hear us talking about Igbo? Who cares about the Igbo coup or no Igbo coup? We are talking about Biafra, not Igbo. And so, if you want to apologize to Igbo, go ahead and do that. And we're not going to sit down and wait for your apology because we know it doesn't make any sense. So, is anybody going to pay for their crime? And when they tell you they want to apologize and they need to apologize, is anybody going to pay for the crime? Do you know how many of our people were murdered? Do you know how many of our people were hated? because of what they call Igbo coup. And they continue. And some of them, even though they know, they are still telling you, you go on the media, they are divided opinion. So up till now, even though IBB, who was in the really action, who knew about the coup, who knew those that were involved, who has come out to debunk and say it, those that they are busy on social media telling, how can you say it's not an Igbo coup? Even some Igbos, I saw one Igbo man, I saved the video, who was busy giving you a full reason why it was an Igbo coup. On Igbo. So that divided opinion must continue. That hatred for you will continue. That's why we have passed the stage of Igbo. We are now in Biafra. Do you understand what I mean? So I have Anya. Anya, please, what do you have to say about this before I go and bring a video from a very dark man where he was addressing Ohanes MD. Please go ahead, Anya.
Good morning. Good morning.
Ototoma.
Totoma. Don't mind those people. They came late. How they are late? When we got idea, you know, we put on that BB. Oh, we got idea, and I am go. And BIAFRA we gisi. So they came late. I had anybody who can you go. Those people are mad people. They are thief. I had money. Which money are they going to give them? Even though they give them money, what are they going to use it to do?
Thank you.
So they came late. We don't want all these things. I get me. So let them go and sit down. Let them go and sit down. Babangida, this one, he came late. He demanding Karahaya. K London. Go on. We now say, come back and say the truth. I beg, I'm driving. I just want to say one thing or the other. Good morning. Oh, good morning, Jai.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Anya. Thank you so much for your quick contribution. Now, let me tell you, that is an ungodly distraction, a satanic distraction. Anyone that is white, that is why, I don't know why PM appeared to me last night. And honestly, it was so real. I was having a discussion with him. He was just brought out and he came out and we were talking and he was just wondering. He said, there's one thing our PM told me. He said, I am not shocked about Ngozi Orabueze, but I am shocked and surprised about Adan Diochu. That's what he told me, and I heard him very clear. He said, I'm not shocked about Ngozi Orabueze. He said, I am shocked about Adan Diochu. Because what our PM would have been addressing right now will be to tell Biafra, look, do not allow, I just told you that one as a part, because we had a lot of conversation, myself and the PM yesterday night. But I want to tell you what the PM would have been doing now was to tell Biafrans, look, don't mind all these fools. Our PM would have brought you evidence of how they have planned to distract you, because he knows that you are easily distracted. To distract you from being focused on this particular Biafra. Now see, they have done everything to silence Biafra, to destroy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They did all the things they want to do. They failed. Now they went and did everything to make sure that Finland supported them to hold our prime minister. Yet they see that they have failed. And the only thing they could do is to make sure they come and say, okay, this thing Igbo coup have always been the problem. You know, they have always believed that, this Igbo coup is what made them hate the Igbo. So what we will do, let us tell Nigerians that it was not an Igbo coup, just to say it. So that those that hated in the Igbo will now begin to see reasons to, soft pedal on them. That's the reason. Soft pedal on them. Because even IBB, that confirmed and said it was not Igbo coup. I was listening to the idiotic Kitahara from Calabar. That guy they call him Sima. He's now also fighting for Tinubu and fighting for one Nigeria. He said his own. Of course, he is, directing his anger on Igbo. So the hatred for you on Igbo is very strong. So the narrative is to make it feel like Let us soften their hearts and make them think that, Nigerians will not accept them. Because they believe that once they tell you that it was not an Igbo coup, you will say, okay, now maybe they will now accept us in Nigeria. Maybe now they will accept you in Nigeria and you will become one Nigeria. And forget about Nnamdi Kanu. Because if everything that has been done to silence Biafra failed on Nnamdi Kanu's side, failed on our PM, Simon Ekpa's side, and now Simon Ekpa's government is moving on. Now, we are being acknowledged on the street, on the corridors of power in the United States of America. They are acknowledging us. They are calling our name. Biafra is ringing a bell inside the United States of America. It is all about Biafra now. And now they raised up one idiotic woman to use her to confuse us. Now, it is obvious to them that they have also failed. Ngozi is not doing well. She's not doing well. Now, they are going to ask her to give them their money back. But before then, they have to try to appease the Igbo. They know that when they dangle something in your front, you will just say, okay, and maybe they want to accept. You know how to be very emotional. Maybe they want to accept us back in Nigeria. Let us accept now so that our business in the north will be safe. So that our people in Kaduna will be safe. So that they will not go after them. They keep going after you, whether you like it or not. They will target you, and they will stop you, whether you like it or not. So cut that crap. If our PM was here right now, our PM will tell you, open your eyes. Because we have gone too far. We cannot slow down. Take your crap out of our face. It was an Igbo coup. It was not an Igbo coup. Who cares? No, who cares, really? Will it change anything? Will it bring anybody back? Those that were murdered, those that have been hated, those that have been destroyed because of the tagging. Give a dog a bad name to buy the dog. Since IBB book has vindicated in the Igbo, what our leader can see, what is our... Oh, Ayole. That's why I call you Ayole. Since IBB book had vindicated in the Igbo, what is our leader Nnamdi Kanu still doing in their dungeon? No one of the fools is even asking for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Mad people everywhere. Mad people. Nnamdi Kanu is still in the dungeon. He's still there. And they say it's not an Igbo coup. Has Nnamdi Kanu not told them, every one of them, that it was not an Igbo coup? Recently, Nnamdi Kanu told them that we are going to sue anybody. Before this IBB book came out, before this IBB book came out, Nnamdi Kanu always know how to preempt them. MNK, he is way ahead of them. Do you understand? Now, if you think that these people are normal in that country, you all know how many people died during the 1993 IBB, sorry, not IBB, this Abiola election. 92, is it Abiola 92? You know how many people died? And now, today, IBB in his book is saying that Abiola won the election. That he, IBB, annulled the election. What does it mean? Doesn't it mean that IBB should be in prison? Doesn't it mean that IBB should pay? Do you know that Abiola died? Abiola's wife died. So many people died. So many. So many people were murdered. So many. Abiola's wife was targeted. And eventually, Kudirat Abiola, was Kudirat murdered? I think Kudirat was murdered. They sent hired assassins to murder Kudirat Abiola. Am I correct? Kudirat Abiola was taken out also because of this thing. But now the man that cancelled the election, the man that is responsible for Abiola's demise, comes out and says, I am the one that is responsible. I did it. Do you know that June 12th is a holiday in Nigeria? So they admit. So the person that committed that crime, was it a small crime? No, answer me now. Was it a small crime that IBB committed? Was it very simple? So it is just so simple that people can now just come and hear the person that actually was responsible for all the people that died during the Abiola saga. And now what they can do is to buy his book and celebrate him instead of condemning him to everlasting life in the dungeon, in prison, and to begin to think how he will be able to pay for his crime. No, they are celebrating him. And you tell me that those people are serious. You tell me that those people that are telling you that it was not an Igbo coup, that they are serious. You want to take them serious and be part of that country. You people are just sick in your head. You are not normal. I'm telling you, you people are not normal. You people are not normal. We, Biafrans, we don't belong to that unbelievable, contraption. Abominable country. Abominable. Nigeria is the most abominable country anybody can imagine on earth. No, imagine somebody telling you that I am the one that committed this crime. Something that took so many lives. Something you have not forgotten and you cannot forget. I did it. I'm the one that did it. And he wrote it in a book. And you, as part of that country, you are all gallivanting and saying, IBB, 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 IBB. He wrote a book. And your governors gathered where he was launching that book and gave him money. Governors were there. Senators were there. Past presidents were there. They gave him money for committing a crime. They paid him for committing a crime. Crime against humanity. And tell me that these people are normal. You people are not normal. Mazu Chenna, please grab the mic.
Chineke.
Thank you.
Pastor Bam, I greet you. You are on the spirit this morning. And I love the message. Before I enter this studio, I dropped message to your WhatsApp. I don't even know that you are preaching the same message here. Kudos. Chineke. You see, what IBB did there was to deceive the gullibles that don't want to know what they need in life. We, the Biafra people, as it stands now, they know that Biafra is here. So they are trying any way to confuse those of their slaves. Like the message that I dropped to you in the WhatsApp, where Ohaneze was asking Tifunumbu to give them whether 10 trillion.
Wait, before you go far, let me play this video because I wanted to play it. Just 1 minute, because that's exactly what we are talking about now. So let me play what Martins Ose, very dark man, had to say about it. 1 minute. 1 minute.
All right. So the news says Ohaneze seek apology of 10 trillion naira compensation from Tinubu. Well, I don't think it's supposed to be to Tinubu. It's supposed to be to the federal government. Yes, the Igbo people need apology from the federal government. Because if IBB's book is revealing that waiting we think say na Igbo coup will lead to the Biafra war, will lead to the dying of a lot of Igbos, the starvation of a lot of Igbos, the disastrous impact to their tribe. Do you understand? If at the end of the day, IBB's book is telling us that it's not the Igbo coup, then it's crazy. You understand? The federal government need to apologize to these people. By now, Sev, to be very honest, normally, the whole country is supposed to be on the streets. They're supposed to do a protest because of this book. They're supposed to do a protest and demand that the federal government apologize to the Igbos.
Now, this boy is thinking like a human being and also thinking like a Nigerian. He's thinking like a human being and thinking like a Nigerian. Now, he is actually vexing himself and said, how can you guys be sitting there? You're supposed to be protesting already. You are supposed to be angry about this. Now, these honest people, are they angry? No, they're not angry. They're looking for money that they will put in their pockets. You understand? And this one is even saying, you people should be protesting. And even though we should tell him that, look, their protest will not change anything. Their whatever anger towards Nigeria to go on the street will not change anything for us. because it will just be us running around the same circle. You understand? We have already gone out and we are gone. Let me allow him to talk.
Now, this generational beef don't happen since that coup. There's a generational beef where don't happen since the coup and since Biafra. Some tribes now, they fear. A lot of tribes, they fear because they know say, okay, yes, they fear say, if Igbo man turn president for this country, that's where Ojuku be one do. Now the Igbo man go one do. The Igbo man self go one scatter Nigeria. Do you understand? The Yorubas, from which side they see, because the Yorubas and the Igbo, they always attack themselves for Twitter. The Yorubas go attack Igbos. They go call the Igbos go attack Yorubas, say they be betrayal, and then betray this thing where make Ojuku no get Biafra. The Yorubas go talk their own. Do you understand? But again, that thing, that's cool, has dented the names of the Igbos, where make some tribes does not want an Igbo man to get power. Usually it's supposed to be outside Igbo Yoruba will go enter power. You understand? They're supposed to share them. You get, but for some reason it didn't happen. So I'm also of the opinion that they deserve an apology and they deserve compensation. Not just that, there's supposed to be a march across the whole Nigeria for this revolution. And that IBB book self, they're not even supposed, that book not even supposed to be where people they go buy, they read. Although it's good to get the knowledge, but I'm not sure say IBB is supposed to make money from that book. And like I said in my previous post, bro, if the advanced country, that man is supposed to pay for whatever thing he did and all in that June 12th election. And they see for Twitter now, they say, he creates a lot of states. He can do that. Do you understand? But, more. Anyways, I follow for the people where they request and they demand apology for the Igbos from the federal government, not from...
All right, I don't want to go further with him. I think he has said his point. You know, he wanted to actually tell you that IBB should be in jail, but you know the country where he is. He cannot boldly say it. He cannot boldly say it because they might just pick him up. You understand? The guy is just tired about it and all that. But one thing they must know is that, look, we, Biafrans, we don't care about their nonsense. The Ohanese are looking for money. So I have, I actually had to play that video, because you actually mentioned about Ohanese. So go ahead,
Pastor Wam, what I want to say is that from the office of your Minister of Information and Deputy, to stand and tell Biafrans and the world at large that nonsense Ohanese Ndi Igbo want from zoo is not what we are demanding for. What we are demanding for is releasing of Onyendu and Biafra freedom. We don't care of whatever they demand from the zoo. It's not our business. We are not part of that. What we need is total freedom. And that is the reason why IBB, you can see IBB compiling a book and bringing it out now that he's in his grave, because he's going to his grave now. Now that he's coming out to bring book to confuse the gullible, it's not accepted by we, the Biafra people. So we have already know this now, that whatever they are telling us, that Igbo, is not Igbo coup, we know from the onset. Whether they tell us the story, we know, because our forefathers, those that fight the war, they tell us the story. We know about that. So we need total freedom from that contraction called zoo. All the prisoners of conscience, they should release them and free our leader, Mazen Nande Kalu. That is our demand. Thank you, Pastor Bam Bam Bam.
Thank you so much, Nwachineke. Thank you so very much. All right, we have a Biafra Oracle. Biafra Oracle, you're welcome. Please give us your own piece of cake from this particular point.
Yes, Pastor Bam Bam Bam, good morning.
Morning,
this one is rather pathetic and heartbreaking that the people they call Ohanese, which we don't recognize, we don't know who they are not speaking for us, neither do they represent us. I realized that you know, our PM banned them from every activity. So the moment our PM went in for question, they rushed and have their own that their whatever election or whatever. So you see them there. So, but that's not where I'm going. What I'm saying is this: it's rather pathetic that, thank God that we have the likes of MNK and MSE, Samaleba, and you people as the gatekeepers. What would have become of us? What would have become of us? We are these old men, old fools. Because I used to tell them here in this place, because in the zoo where we are here now, I used to tell them that, you see, in Igbo land we don't respect old fools. In Yoruba land they respect old fools. They respect old fools. But in Igbo land, we don't respect old fools. In Igbo land, if you must earn respect, if you must earn respect of the younger ones as a gray-haired man, you must do what? Respect yourself first. So if I say this Ohanese people are old fools, this is who we are. This is who we are as Igbos. We don't respect. If you need my respect, you must give yourself respect first. So these Ohanese people they lost their respect far behind time, far beyond this. Now we don't have any respect for them. So it's very, very pathetic. It's very, very unserious of them, to come and be dancing, and they're asking for money. They're asking for money. Money, everything, money, all about the money. When will God wipe out all these old foods? When will God wipe out
as if they give them that money now, that money will build them Third Niger Bridge, that money will build them airport, that money will build them all the hospitals they need in Biafra land, and then that money will give them seaports where all the things imagine them they cannot have been asking for, that they have refused. And they are not willing in any way to give you the chance to have your freedom. At least even in that one Nigeria, they don't want you to have that freedom. They want you to be traveling from Iguacha to Lagos. Iguacha that have sea. That you have a seaport there. You'll be traveling from Iguacha to Lagos to clear your goods. Traveling from Warri to Lagos to clear goods. Whether there is sea in Warri.
Even the Niger Bridge that was supposed to be dredged, all of them were there. This will go and see that bridge. They just blocked that. You can see how slow as. No, for you to dredge that bridge now, and for ship or whatever to pass, even boat to pass there, you must bring down that bridge, that new bridge. They were there. But they won't see the economic implication of that bridge, that new bridge they did in Onisha there. The Niger Bridge, the second Niger Bridge. They were there. Are they not there? Old fools. I say, God, when will you wipe out these people? When will God remove? I thank God for the Biafrans of 1970 downwards. Few of them also who have seen the politics money and misbehaving, but some of the Biafrans of 1970 downwards, but 1970 upwards, 70, 69 upwards, they have grown to become old fools. I don't know if that's the side effect of the war. I don't know what to call it. I don't know what to say. That is what it is. They have grown to be old fools, big ones. And I am praying, maybe you have to break ego, so that God will wipe them, all of them. Anybody that come out to answer Ohanese will be wiped out. Anyone that stays somewhere, I raise head or raise hand up somewhere and say I am Ohanese, let the God of our land wipe them out. Mazi, I'm serious. I'm serious. You have to break egg. You have to do that prayer. I am requesting for that. I am requesting for that. Please.
Thank you very much, my brother.
You.
Thank you very much. So, Biafrans, we know the game they are playing. You understand? So, if you are being carried away by this news, or you are bothered about it, or you ever think about it and say, some of you that may not reason well, you say, yes, thank you, thank God, they are now remembering Biafra. They are not remembering you. Somebody will say, thank God, they are not remembering what they did to Biafra. That is a lie. They did not remember jack about what they did to you. In fact, they are looking for a way to do more to you. Because what they have now done, or what they're doing, is to raise conflict of interest among Biafrans. Conflict. Now, some of them, they know that majority of the Fulani that are holding the power there, majority of them, they have sold this ideology and they have stamped it that is how it is. And they want you to remain like that it was an Igbo coup. So hate them and do anything you want to do with them. In fact, whenever there is a problem there, you will blame them. So if you think that IBB writing it in a book, it is a credit or a plus to Biafra, is a lie. It's a lie. Because IBB, he knows that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have actually stood on the point that if anybody use that to distract him again, he will sue that person. IBB said, and MNK said it. MNK said it, that he will sue. I don't know, maybe I should look for the MNK post from Aloy Ejimako's handle, so you understand what I mean. Let me see if I can see from Aloy Ejimako handle. While I'm looking for it, if I should quickly grab the mic. If I please grab the mic.
Yeah, Pastor Van, good afternoon from my end.
You're welcome. If I go ahead, please.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Why? Go ahead.
Pastor Van, can you hear me?
Yes.
You see, all this nonsense that is going on now.
If your network seems to be hanging. Your network seems to be hanging. If I think there's somebody else in that room. Let me see. If your network seems to be hanging, is there another person in my room? Okay, Uzo is there. Uzo, you can go ahead and speak, but 1 minute, Uzo. Wait, 1 minute. This is a post from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know, this is a post from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Onyendu himself. You can see, you know, I don't know if you guys are reading it from there. Wait, let me hide us below, and so that we can see it. Now, 21st of January 2025, Nnamdi Kanu threatened to sue anybody peddling the wicked lie of 1966 Igbo coup. 21st of February 2025, IBB confirmed that it was not an Igbo coup. You see, this was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's post. 21st of January. Drag anyone who refers to 1966 military action as Igbo coup to court. Kanu to his lawyers. You understand? Then, 1 month after, exactly 1 month after, 1966, not Igbo coup, Kaduna Nzogo, more of Hausa, IBB. You see that? Just 1 month. And before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have threatened to drag them to court, he has always told everybody that all those are lies of Igbo coup. He has made broadcasts for more than 15 years about this. And now he decided to tell his lawyers, anybody that will say it was an Igbo coup, drag them to court. Because they know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have a way of defeating them in their own court. Just 1 month after, this evil man that is, they call him Maradona. How many of you remember that they call IBB Maradona? They call him Maradona. This wicked Maradona came out 1 month after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This man knows that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. Too. Has he said anything about the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? If he wants to really be a man of justice, he wants to stand for truth. The country he's been defending, they went to Kenya, kidnapped somebody. The country he's been defending, they have done terrible things in that country. The election he annulled took the life of Abiola. My son, don't wake up. Biafrans are watching us this morning. Took the life of Abiola. So what are you telling me? Then today, after 1 month, exactly 1 month, he comes back to say it is not an Igbo coup. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu already told you. And he's ready to take you to court. That is to say, if IBB came out and said it was an Igbo coup, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer would have sued him to court and claim damages. At least they would now defeat him in his own court. It would have happened. You know, Muslim cannot have a way of winning them in their own court. Now he's running away and he wants to use propaganda. Propaganda. Maybe Adam should come and tell them. Propaganda. Propaganda coup. Propaganda. All right, let me give the microphone to Uzo. Uzo, please grab the mic.
Good morning, Bam. Good morning, BIAFRANS. What IBB did was medicine after death. He just want to play some games as he's being called Maradona. Everything he did during his tenure was just a game. He thought Nigerians are to be used to play any type of game he wants. That's what he did. So the issue of hating Igbos or no, Igbos have been hated even before that coup. Remember the pogrom before 1966. There has been 1940 something in the north where they killed the Igbos too. Remember the interview of Ahmadu Bello in London where he talked bad of the Igbos. The coup have not happened by that then. So all these things about Igbo this, Igbo that is just rubbish. The thing is that fear. They see the Igbos as more, people too enterprising to their liking.
Superior. They see us as people that are superior. It is inferiority complex. That's
inferiority complex, too enterprising to them to, so that is the problem. So even the Nzogu that is from Delta, some Deltans say that they are not Igbo. Why they are there, they say the Q is Igbo Q because of Nzogu. We have not abandoned that our brother. He's still our brother. We don't care whether it's Igbo Q or not. Me, I don't care. There have never been a clean election, a free and fair election. That Abiola's election was the one people said is the only free and fair election. Say they annoyed it. They use Nigeria to play games. Then he's coming out now to tell us after 30-something years that it was that Abiola won the coup after many people died and so on. So we don't care. We don't care. So the issue that we have to be focused. We have to be focused. Biafra or nothing. That's my own thing. And
yes.
About that news. How far?
Which news is that?
The news of Ambazonia. What happened? Is it true?
Yeah, I confirm that. Yeah, Ambazonia, let me tell you, Ambazonians have already been acknowledged. It's not even today. It's not something that is new. They have already been acknowledged. Now, what they need is the support of the United States to help them in actually, fighting their enemies. So the United States have given, yes, it is true. It's a confirmed truth, yeah. Ambazonia have been acknowledged. It's not even a new thing. It's been a long time. You understand? Yes. Now it is a beautiful thing, and this is exactly where we should also be right now as Biafrans. If it were not for this distraction, and
a lot of distraction.
Yes, the support that Biafra has is massive. Ambazonia does not have that massive support the way Biafra have within our own indigenes. You understand? It is massive. So with what we have now together with Ambazonia, it is a good news also for us that they have been acknowledged and we are going forward with that. It is true. Yeah, it is true.
Okay. Thank you, Biafrans. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We move.
Yeah. Airborne. All right. Include the number. Please
yes.
Grab the mic.
Yeah, Bam. Thank you so much, my people. I greet you all. Am I coming out?
Loud and clear.
Yes, a quick one. You see, all this nonsense revolution by all this Bangida and others, I don't like it. It's the nonsense to us. Why now? After they have killed our people by telling those lies, after have distorted lies and led our people to untimely death, destroy our people, create stigma, demonization, and stereotyping of any Igbo man, any Biafran person. Now they come. Why not? Why not? This medicine after death is a medicine after death. I don't subscribe to it. It's a nonsense, the distraction. Nothing they will say now that will heal the wounds they have inflicted on us. So coming to tell us that it's not Igbo COUP is what we know. Our leaders have told us before, and we believe in them. We know all this, but them keeping it and passing light to their children, and that led to all the things we have suffered in that one Nigeria. Coming now is nonsense. So every Biafran, every Igbo person must know is right now to stand up and fight without looking back. And again, you see all this nonsense they are saying. When you see all these people that are coming out to talk about, whenever they want to come out to talk about good about Igbo people, you know they want to demoralize you. They want you to feel maybe they love you. When they want to make you to sound better in what you are doing, they will talk good about you. They will talk one thing.
Exactly.
Yes,
It's again, and you know, like somebody have commented it here. I've told you, you all know this man as Maradona. This man have destroyed so much. IBB.
yes,
You know what
many
IBB
things,
has done? Now,
too many
he
things.
told you in the book that he is responsible for a decision that claimed so many lives and destroyed so many people. And do you know the people that died more during the Abiola saga? It wasn't the Igbo that died more.
Exactly.
Also Abiola, because of the Abiola thing, they were dying in the Igbo in the north. Igbo people were running away from the north and they were dying.
Exactly. Do you know what thing again Bangla did? And people don't know this. Destruction of Igbo traditional stool. He sponsored those people. John Nebel said them. They come and use money to buy politicize our operations too. That led to where we are today. Bangla caused that. He used them and he sponsored them, gave them money. They pay anybody off, and some of them to destroy the traditional stool where they led it to be politicized today, where they are appointing those they will use to Islamize our land as appointed traditional rulers. All this thing began by Bangida, but the people cannot. They did it in a way. If you don't observe the way, you won't understand. Okay, so we must understand that these people, Nigeria is not for you as an individual person. You serving in Nigeria is serving your enemies. Just when I see Nigeria soldiers crying, some soldiers crying. When you are fighting as an individual person in Nigeria military, you are fighting against yourself, helping Fulani to destroy you and your own people. That is what it is. And you die a foolish death. Nobody will remember you. That is what it is. And we have called for every Biafran who is in Nigeria military to resign. Both police resign. If you are still there and you die foolishly. You are helping the Fulanis to secure their conquest, to facilitate the Fulanization and Islamization. That is something Ngozi Orabi Fulani is doing. Okay? And again, any Igbo woman or Biafra woman that married to Fulani is a red flag. Bear this in mind and pass this message. If you see them, they will empower them, make them to do charity, to be giving arm to other girls and running them to Islam. Any woman married to Fulani person or Islam person is a red flag. You see it in Aisha Yusuf, Ngozi Orabi Fulani, and when they call Mariam, and many of them, their duty is to help Fulanis as an enabler to smooth the road for Fulanization. No this and no peace. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mazi Onyeka. Thank you so very much. Now, our people are beginning to put 1 and 2 together. So if you remember June 12 election, 1993, you remember that this IBB is bad news to Ndibo. And you know that IBB was part of those that invaded Biafra land. Biafrans were invaded during the 1967 and 1970, between 1967 and 1971. We were invaded, and IBB was among those that fought that genocidal war. You understand? I don't know if you will write it in that is useless book. Somebody that should be punished for war crime, for genocidal crime, for a lot of evil acts. And now he's coming to patronize you. And Ohaneze is coming out. They will give us money. Money
Oh, that Ohanese should be, that person should be located. Any Ohanese that talk about anything money to in one Nigeria, that I wish these people can they are reachable to us very easily like that. We strangle them to death. They are evil people.
Oh yeah, I know on social media because they are like within the use.
Thank you. Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, fellow Biafrans. I don't know. Do we still have somebody in this room? Okay, Uzo has spoken, and then I think we've had it this morning. Yeah, I have a lot of things to do with this boy today. I have to take him to some place. And then now they said I should remind you people, my birthday is coming very soon. He will be having his birthday, and he will invite all of you. And now you invite them for your birthday. Huh? He said he will invite you all for his birthday, and he's around the corner. So thank you very much, everyone. We must remain
Thank you.
focused. We must
Thank
remain
you.
focused. We must put
Absolutely.
our eyes on the ball. Our Prime Minister said our eyes must be focused on the rising sun. You know, our eyes must be fixed on the rising sun. Do not take it out. Don't allow any propaganda matching, propaganda IBB, propaganda.
From Adochu, Adandiochu.
Don't allow any propaganda to distract you, because this is all zoo propaganda. Zoo propaganda. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. By the grace of Chukwu Kabiama, I'll be back hopefully this afternoon. And then Namdi says, love to you all. Bye. Bye, everyone.